Hi, you are with Phone Arena and our video review of the Sony Ericsson Aino, a slider based on a really odd concept. It's equipped with 3-inch screen with native resolution of 432 by 240 pixels that delivers high image quality. The interesting thing about the display is that it's touch sensitive, but the function is available in dedicated multimedia menu only and with the slider closed. The mentioned menu allows access to the camera, gallery, audio player, your video files and the phone radio. The screen utilizes capacitive technology and delivers extremely good touch sensitivity. Unfortunately, aside from the multimedia menu it works in, the only other things you can do with a touch sensitive screen is answer calls and dismiss alarms. All other functions are controlled via the buttons at the bottom of the slider. They are rather unhandy because they don't have enough travel. Since the touchscreen works in the multimedia functions only, normal things like using the calendar or your phone contacts require that the slider be open, which is neither comfortable nor typical of modern slider phones. What you have on the right hand side is volume rocker and camera shutter. We didn't have any grips about them because they are easy to feel with your fingers. The same goes for the screen lock that's on the top. The manufacturer's standard charger port is on the left hand side, and yes, the Sony Ericsson Aino doesn't sport micro USB port and 3.5mm jack. This is not much of a problem really, because the Bluetooth hands-free comes boxed with the handset and you can attach standard headphones to it. The box also contains a special stand to charge both the hands-free and the Aino. There is nothing coming out of left field about Aino's software. The menus are similar to those of all latest Sony Ericsson devices, but thanks to the higher resolution you can see more details at a time. For instance, there are pictures above the dates in the calendar that change depending on the season. Would you like the option to browse messages in threaded style, and the email client offers automated account setup with popular service providers, opens emails in HTML and allows for saving of attached pictures to the handset, although other file types are not supported. Unfortunately, the browser feels rather clumsy to use and there are certain problems with loading of complex web pages like our own. The mediocre functionality of the app renders the proper 3G and Wi-Fi connectivity options of the Aino virtually useless. The 8.1 megapixel camera with autofocus and flash is, however, another cup of tea. It's controlled via the screen and you can pick the object to be in focus by a single screen tap. Its interface is nothing to write home about and pictures take 6 to 7 seconds to save, but they are well worth the wait. All snapshots have realistic colors and enough details and happen to be one of the best we have seen 8 megapixel camera phone deliver. You can capture videos with maximum resolution width of 640 pixels and at 24 frames per second. They play smoothly but lack enough details and colors appear thin and on the overall are not really impressive. Watching videos is relatively enjoyable, despite the fact that we managed to play only MPEG-4 files with resolution of 640 by 360 pixels. The screen offers good image quality and the problem with the limited codec support is relatively easy to solve with MediaGo, an application that can be installed on your computer and converts videos using the recommended settings for the handset. The audio listening options are great indeed. Both audio player modes are comfortable and the music quality through the box Bluetooth hands-free is so high that many of you may forget about other personal audio players. Still, we recommend that you plug in another pair of headphones, because the boxed set doesn't deliver rich bass. In-call quality is above average. The voices of our callers sounded slightly monotonous, but quite loud, and people on the other end of the line didn't have any grips. The battery is robust and according to the manufacturer allows for 13 hours of continuous talk over 2G networks. As a whole, the Sony Ericsson Aino is a good multimedia handset with slightly odd controls. Unfortunately, it rolls out too late and comes with a rather steep price tag that places it in the vicinity of the Samsung Omnia HD and Pixel 12, and this is a losing battle. If the handset had been released at the beginning of the year, it could have stood a chance against the other multimedia handsets. The market has, however, developed really fast and the Sony Ericsson Aino looks obsolete at the end of 2009.